upside down. That's okay though. It's just plastic. It's just to protect my poor messed up table already. Yeah, we have words. Come on, words. Trying to get my stuff ready. Okay, we have a wheel, and we have pedals, and I'm gonna be painting these over the course of a few days. Clearly, because this might take a while, but we're doing a base coat today. The primer, as they like to describe it. But I have a couple of things. I bought new paintbrushes, but then I looked at the listing, and they're for watercolor. So if that doesn't go well, I bought the Mariah Elizabeth paint set, which I was actually going to probably get anyways, but her paint set has a whole bunch of paintbrushes, a lot of paint, pastel paints, and dotting tools, which are what I was the most excited about, obviously. But yeah, in case my watercolor brushes, because I'm an idiot and I don't pay attention to listings, don't work, then we'll be using those paintbrushes. I was mostly just looking for bigger paintbrushes that weren't necessarily for like interior house painting, but yeah, these brushes, I haven't even touched them yet. I haven't even taken them out of the box or anything, but they look nice, but I don't think they're for acrylic paint, which is going to be interesting. But that's not the right one I was looking for. I'm looking for the flat one. Ah, yes, this is what I want. So, my plan, which I forgot to put the image up on my computer, so I won't be able to show it, but I drew out, or well, I don't really want to say drew out, I recolored what I was going to do for these wheels. And basically, it's very simple, actually. This red is going to turn into blue. This red is going to turn into green. This blue is going to turn into a little bit of a darker blue. And the M on the wheel is going to be green, which I didn't actually realize this is a button. So I hope I don't mess up anything when I, use this in game. So obviously, not doing this for no reason. I'm going to use it in game. So this will be really fun. But hopefully these, the brush is a little hard. Yeah, it should be super easy, but I mean, I don't see what, it's almost like these brushes have been used before, but I don't know if there's any difference between watercolor brushes and acrylic paint brushes. I don't know much about painting. All I know is that it's fun. Also, I should probably put on some music. Hopefully it's not too loud compared to me, but I mean, I've done some prep work already, because I wanted to save your ears. I had to sand this. I had to use sandpaper on this plastic. The poor eBay seller that sold this to me probably thought they were selling it to someone that was just going to use it. I'm definitely not using it yet, but I took sandpaper to it and I literally sanded every part that I'm going to be painting down so that the paint grips onto it better. That's why you have to sand it down, because it's too smooth of a surface and the paint will probably crack. But I did that, rubbed it down with rubbing alcohol so that there's no oils on it that should make the paint crack or slide off or whatnot, and I taped over parts that I don't want to get paint on. So you can see it's purple, which was probably not the best choice because the blue is so dark and so is the purple, but it's whatever. I'm just going to be peeling it off. Obviously, put this plastic down so I don't ruin anything. And, I mean, I should have probably taped around the pedals, but I think I can control my paintbrush enough, but I don't actually know if I can. Oh, I didn't tape around this, actually, I should probably do that. Where's my purple tape? Purple tape is right here. So, I have these little masking tapes. They're super small, super easy. Also got them from Mariah Elizabeth's, suggestions on her channel. She uses this kind of tape. She just tapes off whatever she doesn't plan on getting paint on, like this. I did this all last night, by the way. I sanded it all, put the rubbing alcohol on it, and did that. And also this tape isn't sticking. This tape wasn't giving me any issues up until now. Yeah, I did all this last night because I was just so excited. And I just wanted to get it ready. And I also wanted to spare your ears from, you know, sanding plastic. Plastic sanding does not sound very good, by the way. Hopefully, this paintbrush doesn't get all weird on me. My gesso is quite sealed shut. Oh my god. The last time I opened this was a while ago, so this might take a while. There we go. Okay. So, gesso is basically a primer, or it's a base coat, a white base coat. And the reason why I'm going to be doing a white base coat over this red is just to make sure that my green will actually show up. Because I don't know if it will show up or not. But I also just wanted to start fresh so that I could see what I'm doing. But, yeah. First little... Oh, God. This feels wrong. Especially onto this paintbrush. This paintbrush does not like gesso, clearly. But... yeah, this paintbrush doesn't exactly feel right, but we're just gonna go with it. You probably cannot see this very well, but it's sort of working, but I don't know. This part up here that's like rigid is not fun already. I might have to do a couple coats of gesso, which is not something that normally needs to happen, but oh gosh, I need to be careful not to get it on the petals. I still want to make sure that the petals can... Oh, I can hold it down. That makes that a lot easier. Good thing I found that out now. But yeah, I just want to make sure that the petals, you know, work. Because I still plan on using these. Yeah, I really should have checked if these paintbrushes were for acrylic paint. Because they're not for acrylic paint, and I can feel it. Just gotta make sure I'm not getting a lot of gesso on me.
So foggy, but I've never seen clearer. I don't really change anyone can save me. And honestly, I'm not really sure I want saving. I like to be my own worst enemy. There's no risk if you don't try at anything. So I'ma just keep buying everything. See you in the next life, have to be a better me. I don't think that my head's on straight. Gotta flip it and grip it and go and get an x-ray. What's wrong with me? I just feel weight pushing on my chest and it squeezes till I suffocate. Better change my mindset, meditate. It's pretty cool that I'm alive and have better days. I could walk, see, hear, I should celebrate. Think I could change my mind, maybe elevate.
Hi, Suki. Look at me, I'm painting. It feels kind of wrong, not gonna lie. I am painting... I'm painting on plastic, which is not something I thought I would say ever in my life. I might need to get a thinner brush for that, because this brush is a little bit thick. Which I surprisingly didn't think about that, using different size brushes today. I thought I would just be able to use one big brush. You know, just get it's a base coat, what's the point? But, oh, I gotta get under these. I gotta get under these petals, but it's kind of hard to see. It's okay if I get a little bit of paint on, like, the petals, because it's not like you're gonna see it, especially on the bottom here, but I want to make sure that they press down all the way. Okay, that actually went smoother than I expected. Of course, you can't even see it. Twitch, Nightbot, what are you doing?
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3,
I don't know why that auto-modded.
step
That was
4,
weird.
everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up.
Yes, this is a very thick brush. It is looking good, and I know that because it looks like a cloud at this point because of my light.
Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control, and the steps you take them.
It looks smooth.
Thought, have some
It does.
concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
I would have never thought as like a younger person being like, yeah, one day I'm gonna paint something that's plastic. And something that you use in a video game. Or, you know, sanding it down with sandpaper. Who would have ever thought I'd say something like that? No one. Now, I will be honest, I'm not an artist in any way, shape, or form. I'm not an artist. So, if I do something wrong, I'm not an artist. Yep, I got paint on my finger. It's cold. Feels weird.
Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up.
Oh, I got it on my nail. I look like I painted my nails now.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
Stop wiggling. It's not gonna help me. I want straight lines. I don't know. Are you supposed to get straight lines? Probably. I don't know. It's a base coat. Ah, no, my plastic. My table protection. Oh. My gesso's pretty quick drying because it's already dried on my finger, but, you know. Also, I probably should mention, if my voice sounds a little weird, I am still recovering from being a little sick. So, it might sound a little bit weird, but, you know, something's going around. Like always in the winter. Alright, now here's when I get it all over the plastic. Let's go. It's all over the plastic now. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that nice line on the plastic. We love that. Probably should have grabbed like a cup for water. So I can put these brushes in water when I'm done using them. Because we all love paint water. Oh boy. Alright, just the thin line, the front here, which I'm just gonna like. Yeah, like I mentioned, these paintbrushes, I bought them off Amazon. I thought they were for like acrylic paint, because that's what I'm going to be using is acrylic paint, and they're for watercolor. So does that make a difference? Probably. I don't know, but so far it's been okay. But this isn't acrylic, this is just gesso. Are you acrylic paint? You can use it for anything, it says. Like, acrylic paint, media, oil paint, yeah. I need to grab a thinner brush. So let's grab a thinner brush out of the box. Let's go with this brush, I don't know. It's a brush. I should probably line the box that I'm storing these in with plastic as well, just in case it hasn't dried fully and it wants to get everywhere. Okay, thin brush. Oh, the brush is hard as a rock. That was weird. The brush was very hard. I can definitely see my stroke lines, which I don't think is supposed to happen. I don't know. Again, I don't know much about painting. Then again, I'm just going to be using this to play Mario Kart, so it's not like I'm going to sell it or something. I'm not. It's not going to be that good. Okay, well that's the pedals. And here's the wheel that I need to do. So this will be interesting. I need my plastic. I'm gonna line the box that I've been storing these with plastic. I just got a huge drop cloth of plastic off Amazon, and it was very cheap, clearly. It was like $2. So, oh god. It's also massive. And I just want a little bit, but I want to cut it off the end. This will be fun. But I want to line this box. This is actually the box that I got it from the eBay seller in. And I was like, I'm just going to leave it in the box after I sand it, because it's a good storing place for it. Okay, except for when it collapses on me. Yeah, it's too tall to fit on my lap. Too short. I'm too short. Oh no, my mic. Oh my god. This isn't going very well. What is going on? here. Okay. Oh. God. Just fit in the box. No, I'm not okay. I can't fit the... Okay. Oh, I put my scissors away. Yeah, Blaze versus anything big is an interesting fight. Okay, this is probably a big enough piece of plastic. Do I know? No, absolutely not. But it's okay. I have a lot of plastic. Now I must cut the plastic. It's a lot of plastic to cut. Oh my gosh. Where does it end? Okay, I think it ended there. It did not end there. Okay. Come here. Box. Yeah, this plastic is very much larger than me. It was like 9 by 13 or something like that. So. Okay. Box is lined for the most part. Plastic is flying. Did I really need to do this if I was just gonna end up throwing the box away? No. But I did it anyways. There's plastic all over my floor. It gives time for the petals to slightly dry. And, yeah, now I have a big ball of plastic that I need to just... Okay. Let's set this in the box, because we still need to paint the bottom of it. But we're just gonna set this in the box. Okay, it's in the box. Ball of plastic. Yeah. I'll try and fit that back in its bag eventually. Now we have this to worry about. Which, actually, I probably should have taped down the bottom of it, the suction cups, but I don't know if that would actually make a difference. If the plastic would even stick. Bye! Anyways. Yeah, new challenger. Someone that just wants to advertise. Daniel, you have ban permissions. You can ban them if you want. Or at least you should. I don't know how Twitch works. I just stream. I don't know if this will actually work. Yeah, that was definitely a bot. I don't think that was a person, but that's okay. Yeah, I don't think taping these is actually doing anything. A new challenger approaches. Yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah, this didn't work out as well as I thought. Okay, well, I'll just have to avoid them. Maybe. Except I'm just gonna set it down right on the gesso, but that's okay. So, parts that are taped off are the D-pad, the buttons. These ones, they're too small. I couldn't get them, but if I paint over them anyways, I will just go grab my paint pen and draw over it with black, because that's how I wanted to keep them. So well, that's a lot of gesso. It's time. This feels so wrong. I gotta get that blue strip. Because I'm turning that blue a little bit darker than what it originally is. How do you plan to do the L on the wheel? Paint it? If it's too difficult, I'll just use my paint pen. I have a green paint pen. Ooh, my neck. I think I also, on my drawing, which I need to look back on, because I don't have it on my computer, but I think I had the white parts of the wheel, the parts, like this bottom part here that you can't even see, I think I was going to turn them black, which would make it look nicer, in my opinion, but I might just opt out of that, but we'll have to see when I'm, you know, done painting the base coat, because this is just the base coat, and I think that's all I'm going to actually do today, is just the base coat, so that I want to give the base coat enough time to dry, because it needs a lot of time to dry. And I don't have my hair, or I don't have my, hair dryer. Hi, Kiara. You can't really get here. I'm sorry. But I gotta close the door that you just opened. Oh, man. This is the stuff that you don't see when I am, streaming games. You don't see me constantly getting up and closing the door because the cats open them. Yeah, this is definitely a very weird shape to be painting. Not something you would expect a lot of people to be doing. Especially a beginner person like me. Here, Kiara. Hang on, let me see if moving this. Kiara! 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 Where you go? Cat. She's being stubborn. Kiara. People want to see you. Yeah, here. Come on. Here, you can come here, Kiara. Kiara, come here. Cleared a path for you. Yeah. This is Kiara. She likes attention when she wants attention. And she's very fluffy. She's definitely our biggest cat in terms of fur. She's rubbing her face against a box that has the mic on it, so if you hear random sounds, it's Kiara. Kiara. K-I-A-R-A. Like from The Lion King 2. My mom's a huge Lion King fan. I probably should have mentioned that, but... Hey, Kiara! She just kicked my mic. She actually just bit the cord. Kiara. She got really scared and she ran. Okay. I didn't really think of how I was gonna turn this around. Funky cat. Okay. Oh, and she's opening my door again. Kiara. She opened the door and then got scared of the door opening and ran. She's so weird. Now the blue part probably doesn't matter as much as the red because I'm just darkening the blue. So if the blue shows through, that's fine because it's just going to be blue on blue. Oh, there's a screw there. I didn't even notice that. Oh well. Chaos. Wait, she didn't even leave. What? Kiara. Open the door, get scared of the door, come back. Stays around. Hi. Okay. There's a seam around the wheel here. that I didn't really plan on covering, but it's just covering it anyways, so not my problem anymore, but hopefully that doesn't become a problem in the future. It shouldn't, but I don't know. Oh. I guess that works. I'm just trying to get the sides of it, not necessarily the back, but I don't know really. Plastic! Plastic! Ugh. I don't want to get it on the cord either, but if it gets on the cord, it's not like it's that big of a deal, as long as it just doesn't get in the electronic part. The wheel is like moving as I'm trying to paint it. There she goes, opening the door again. LaSalle? The heck you doing here? Shouldn't you be watching memes or something? I don't know. I don't know what you do. I don't know what anyone does in the friends chat anymore. Cat keeps opening the door. Okay. Man, this is kind of difficult. I'm not gonna lie. Hang on, I have way too much on here. Okay. This wheel has trigger buttons. I think that's what they're called. I think they're trigger buttons. I don't know if that's what they're officially called on like the wheel, but they push towards you. So I think they're supposed to help you with drifting in the game, but not exactly sure what they do. I don't know. To be honest, I just saw the wheel and went, is there a Luigi wheel? There's no Luigi wheel. I'm gonna make it a Luigi wheel. That's the thought process that goes through my head. Okay, well I just painted the tape off of the top of this, so hopefully that's not too important. Now there's one part that I'm not going to be like getting my paintbrush very close to, and that's this. There's a middle part where the wheel connects to the back part that I just stuck my finger right into gessoing, but that's what helps the wheels steer, and I'm not touching it just so that it can actually still steer. And I got gesso on the trigger buttons. Lovely. I guess I should have grabbed some paper towels. But am I smart enough to do that? No. Of course not. Why would I think of something like that? I put my finger in the gesso again! Stop! I need paper towels at this point. Okay, I have a paper towel. Planning ahead is for the week. Yes. Yes, it is. Actually, I planned pretty decently ahead for this. Just not enough, apparently. Oh, I got gesso on this side, too. Get off of there. Nope. Just smeared it on there, made it worse. Oh well. Okay. This is going weirdly. I don't want to say good because it's weird. It's just weird. Of course, there's like a little crevice in here that I want to get because it's a pretty big crevice. Okay. Planning ahead for the week. Yeah. Getting paint all over the trigger pads. I'm not trying to. Oh man. Oh man, times two. Enough. Oh shoot. Oh jeez. Man. I'm not very good at this. Why don't I just hold it? I'll just hold it. See how that goes. Maybe I should not use this big of a brush still. Maybe I should start using a smaller brush. Such a weird crevice. looks like I got all of that. Oh, this is very strange to me. And I just gotta do it on the other side. Ugh. It looks good. Well, that's good because this doesn't feel too good. After all, I mean, it is just turning it white so far. So, I don't know. I am holding it at some pretty awkward angles. Resting it on the plastic made it a little bit weird on the side. So I gotta go over that with more gesso. Every time! Okay. I'm just gonna deal with it for now. Oh boy. It's a good thing I'm only doing the base coat today because, geez. This is quite a bit to undertake. Especially with the wheel.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright. And for the first time in a long
hand is kind of cramping. The one that's holding the wheel.
Way back a year ago.
Okay. Probably just put my fingerprint right in that. Oh. Now I put my thumb right in it. Now I got my thumbprint in it.
Way back a year ago.
Trying to figure out how to get this bottom part. Fingerprint in the paint might as well be a signature at this point. Yeah. Okay. I think I've gotten... Well, now I've got paint on my shirt, but... Okay. Yeah. Alright. Now I can get the... Oh man, I've got gesso all over me. Alright. Now I can get the front of the wheel, which should be a little bit easier than all of that I just went through.
Looking in the mirror, so foggy, but I've never seen clearer. I don't really think anyone can save me, and honestly I'm not really sure I want saving. I like to be my own worst enemy. There's no risk if you don't try at anything, so I'ma just keep buying everything. See you in the next life, have to be a better me. I don't think that my head's on straight, gotta flip it and grip it and go and get an x-ray. What's wrong with me? I just feel weight pushing on my chest and it squeezes till I suffocate. Better change my mindset, meditate. It's pretty cool that I'm alive and have better days. I could walk, see, hear, I should celebrate. Think I could change my mind, maybe elevate. Living life, every day, late rock in a hard place? Do I work hard or live at my pace? You're only young once, yeah that's all great, but I also want a future where I'm okay. Living life is doing lots of cocaine. Wait no, it's living with no shame. Wait no, it's sleeping in on Sundays. I guess it's different for each of us and that's okay. Well I just wanna be happy, how to get there? Glad that you asked me. I think it's different for everyone. Some of us need work, others need fun. Some of us need purpose to overcome, but try to do what you love when it's said and done. Cause there's so many differences in each of us. Trust your gut, it can show you what you want. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want.
It is just a base coat, so it's gonna look a lot different. It's gonna be white. That's how different it's gonna be. Wow, it's gonna be white. Hopefully me painting over the middle doesn't mess up the button. Because the middle is like the horn, which would make sense.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, you grow hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Okay, here. Let's get the... Oh, that's not coming off. Okay, that's fine. It's got some personality to it. That's for sure. It's just got some character. Alright, let's do the front first. Moving back to our big brush.
Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration.
I'm just gonna stay silent. I think I got it in the wrong spots, but that's okay.
Call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo. I think there's a reason, though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. You always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flaws, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause of sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you.
Whew.
Grow
Ah,
hard about what you wanna
my
be.
plastic.
Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
About to put the paintbrush in the cap. I almost did it again. Ah, I need to get this off. Hi, Remy. It's good to see you. It's going. We're an hour in, and it's going. It's very weird, to say the least, that's for sure. And I'm not an artist. fingerprints in it. There's uneven lines like crazy. I'm using a lot more gesso than I expected, which is good that I have a big thing of it. The fingerprints add character. I am not an artist. I just pretend I know what I'm doing. And I watch a lot of YouTube videos. Shoot. I didn't really think of how I was gonna pick this up after I started painting the sides of it. Pick it up by the trigger pads. No! My plastic! Ah! I'm touching the sides! This went to shit really quickly. Okay. It's actually a lot more dry than I expected at the top already. Okay, I can move this tape away. The tape's not in the way. Plastic, sides, panic, everything's going wrong. You stay there. I need that to stay without paint on it. As the tape comes off of the cord part. Okay, thanks for that. I'm just gonna have to not get it on the cord. I got it on the cord. Oh, every time. Plastic. You're supposed to be helping me. Well, in other good news, my Switch came in yesterday, and I have it all set up. And then I got so overwhelmed with all of the games I could play, I ended up just watching YouTube. So that went well. But that also means that Just Dance, I'll be able to speedrun the older Just Dance games. Because I'm still waiting on Amazon to send me Just Dance 2023 with a pin set that I got with it. It just says that it's pending verification, which I've never heard of from an Amazon purchase before. So that's weird, but I got it on Black Friday. So, and I can't cancel it. So I don't know what's going on with that. Is it because they're pins? I don't know. But it's coming from Amazon themselves. It's not from Ubisoft. So I don't get what's going on there, but Hopefully I get my game. I want my game. I thought I was missing a part. You guys can't even see it. It's so well hidden. But I can see it very clearly, and I hate that I can see it. It's red. Maybe they ran out of stock. Maybe. I don't know. They probably could have, but the reviews are not very good on Just Dance 3 on Amazon, even though there's only 3 reviews. And 2 of them are 1 star, and 1 of them is 5 stars. But both of them complained about the exact same things, which is the amount of songs. Ubisoft tried something new with a subscription service. Go figure, everyone's doing subscription services. And, I think you get like 800 songs, but you have to pay for it. You have to have online service, and you have to have a lot of stuff. Okay, I need to be really careful here, so I'm gonna switch brushes. This is the part that connects the wheel to the back of it, so if I mess something up, it will not be able to turn. So, how am I gonna move? How am I gonna move this wheel? Ugh, I can tell, you could, no, plastic! You can tell that I am recovering from being sick. You can tell that I'm recovering from being sick because my nose is still kind of congested. Ah. I'm debating because you guys can't even see it. Because you guys can't even see it when it's holding there. So when it's like, and it's funny because when I play, it's gonna be turned towards me. So the only thing that you'll be able to see is the back of it. But whatever. So I'm not gonna worry too much about this part right here, especially because it's a scary space. It's a very scary spot. Ooh, I'm being ambidextrous. Woo! Okay. That was a little bit better. I think that's it for the base coat on the wheel. Except for, like, small parts that could be fixed, but I can't be asked to fix them right now. Okay, I should probably just let this dry. And, not keep touching it. Somehow I've gotten it all over my hand except for my rings. Which is fine by me, because getting paint off these rings probably isn't going to be a lot of fun. But I'm going to move this up a little bit more. So you guys can see it in all its glory. All of its white glory. Okay, oh, I forgot I moved the box up here because of Kiara. Which means that this should be decently dry. It's on the wire. Oh well. Which means I can paint the bottom of this now. So, oh. It might need a second coat, actually. I can still see the red through it, but, it's dry to the touch. Never mind, it's not dry to the touch. It was dry to the touch in the area I was touching. Where'd my towel go? Okay. But the thing is, you're not really gonna see the petals that much, so I don't really know if it's worth putting a second coat over. Does the green come in after the white dries? Yes, but that's not going to be today. That'll probably be the next, well, it will be the next time we're going to do the green, which I need to mix that green color actually, and it's going to take me a while because I can't see green that well. So stop getting on me. Oh my god. Okay, I need to paint the bottom of this. So I just got it all over my knuckles from the wheel. Everywhere else except for my rings. Okay, so we're gonna get the bottom of this. Why am I bothering to paint the bottom? I don't know. I probably should, but I sanded the bottom, so I might as well. So that's why when I type, I don't even rely on just words. I just rely on my emotes now. So if I need to pog, I just do a pog emote. Because I know it will just autocorrect, or I will just mess up the spelling. I like having nice flat surfaces. I don't have to worry about curves. You can just paint in a straight line. Except I do have to worry about the feet of this. So technically I'm wrong, technically I'm right. Although me being careful of the feet is not going very well. That probably didn't look very healthy for my back. Okay, well, that's the bottom of it. However, because it was sitting in the box, the sides did not do very well. In fact, some of it just took up the gesso completely. So I'm just gonna slap some on here, quite literally. I just slapped a lot on the side there. got some weird lines on the top here too. I wonder if that's from the box as well. Must be, because it went away. Huh. Well, I think that's the base coat done. Got cat fur flying around me. Huh. It's a little janky, but I think that's the best that's gonna get for someone as beginner as I am. So I guess I'm just gonna clean this up, and now I have to wait for it to dry, and once it dries tomorrow, I don't know if tomorrow I'll stream it or if like I can maybe do it another day, but next stream will be painting it green. So that'll be interesting. So yeah, that only took an hour, which is surprising, but I basically have to do that all over again for green and then blue. That'll be fun. But yeah, thanks for staying with me. I gotta clean up. I have paint all over me and all over my hands, and luckily not on my floor. Surprisingly, the watercolor brushes that I accidentally bought thinking they were acrylic brushes did really well. So next stream comes the green. Yes, that's exactly what I just said. It'll probably just be the green, and then the next one, I could green screen it. Oh my god. When I upload my video, I'm just gonna hold it up next stream and be like, look, I can green screen. Oh my god, that'll be so funny. But it's not that light of a green. It's more like a darker green that I'm going for. I'll have to put the picture up on the next stream. But, yeah, the watercolor did pretty good. And, there are details that I covered over on the wheel, like the button words on the wheel. So what I'm gonna do is I have these beautiful, look at these paintbrushes are rainbow. I love it. But there's dotting tools, and there's this really small one. So I think I'm gonna try using the dotting tool because it's thinner than my paint pen. So I might be able to write the thing. Yeah, it's fun. It's really weird having like paint supplies, not being a big artist, but being like an artist, but it's just a hobby. But yeah, actually, funny enough, I have my green here, but I couldn't find my blue, which is weird. But I have. Okay, can I please put the cap on? No. Okay, there we go. I actually have my green right here. It's the cheapest paint. It's actually gloss, which is not a good thing, but it'll probably be toned down by my decent paint, which is what I'm going to lighten it up a little bit with, because this is super dark, I think, and then this will lighten it up, because it's white on green. Green. And then, you can't really see it with the lighting, but the M that was on here is going to become an L, because, you know, Luigi. But, yeah, with my Luigi's over here, and my 4-foot Luigi in the back there, they're all waiting for this wheel to come to life. So, and I am too, I'm super excited, but I gotta let this dry. As much as I would love to just slap it on right now, I also have to mix it in my palette, which is stored away in my closet somewhere. So, pretty soon, we'll get to do that, and I'm excited. I'm not an artist.